My food is really a representation of myself because I'm Chinese and Black, a little bit of German. And so growing up and eating both grandmother's food, you know, has always, that's how it always worked. Bringing what I coined as Cajun, C-A-S-I-A-N, food here to Magnolia Street is really just another opportunity to share my story, to share my history, to share my cultures. I grew up in West Oakland on Magnolia Street. I actually grew up between my two grandmothers' households. So this is my grandmother Joan and me. With Joan, it was an adventure all the time because we'd get up in the morning, we'd get on the bus, we'd go to Chinatown. I had fresh dim sum every day. She worked in the sweatshops in downtown Chinatown in Oakland, and I would go with her. And this is Willie Mae, and she's my dad's mom. My grandmother, Willie Mae, was from the South. She met my grandfather, and she used to clean the cars on the trains. That's where I learned all of my Southern cooking from. Between the two of them, the love of cooking, the love of family is what, you know, I've lived my life by. So I have different favorites from different places. And this is one, my grandmother used to bring me here, and she would get me all the goodies. So they have these really good fried chicken. They have the garlic green bean. I'm the only one out of all of my cousins who speaks Cantonese. And so because I have nobody to talk to, I'm losing it. I'm gonna have to come down here every day to practice because I'm losing it as I get older. At Joan's house, we had rice, you know, leftover chicken. I mean, it was like a meal. It wasn't like breakfast. At Willie Mae's house, we had grits and eggs and potatoes and, you know, sausage for breakfast. This is Lakeshore Baptist Church. This is where my grandmother would do all the kitchen work and all the cooking. And so we would come after church and she would have cooked a meal for everybody. I think one thing that both grandmothers taught me was to give. Willie Mae would tell me things like, it's a blessing to be a blessing to someone else. So if you have it, it's a blessing to share. Right at the end of 2019, I got a call from a friend of mine who said they have this space that they're trying to rent out in the California hotel. And so after a lot of thought about it, you know, and talking to my mother, and it was like, maybe this was an opportunity for me to be able to give back to my community.
She's my friend. I've loved her a long time. She's dope. The fact that, you know, she tries to employ as many people as she can, and she cares more about if we get paid rather than she gets paid. And I think that's admirable. More people are trying to worry about their bottom line. She's worried about feeding people and employing people.
When the pandemic first hit, you have to remember, it was just like, oh, we're gonna have 3 weeks of this and it's gonna be okay. And then it became a month, and then it became 2 months. There was no catering. I mean, we literally lost almost $1 million. It's been very intimidating and scary to think that I can barely keep my employees working. And so how do I keep giving to a community and I can't even give to this family here? Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. How you doing, Chef Leilani?
I'm good, sweetie. Right here?
Right here.
All right. You got it.
Right here.
All right, you guys.
Andy gave us a stamp of approval.
Marvel. She said yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, you
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Now, we're still in the pandemic, so the future is not known. But I do know that thus far, I haven't let it take me out, and I'm gonna try very, very hard with everything I have not to let it take me out.